very. I think I think it could have gone either way in the end. Should have made a splendid save at the end to keep it at 0-0, but we had real good opportunities as well. I thought the decision from Sam's shot and then us falling on it in, I thought that was a poor one, because there's not much you can get out the way there when you're yard. So, but I'm led to believe it comes off the arm and then there's a shot, then that means that it's a free kick. So, yeah, I will be asking during the week, but. Look, very, very pleased. Never, this the point. Never, another clean sheet. So, it just shows like the work and the hard work what the lads are doing and what they've done and what they've put in over the summer and in the course of through the season. And we're getting our good rewards. What we didn't do today is when we had them moments, we didn't put the ball in the back of the net. But very pleased with the point.
Yeah, 6 clean sheets down the last 7 games. That's phenomenal, isn't it? At League One level and the league trophy level, you had one of those clean sheets was in the league trophy, but it's a terrific run, isn't it?
Yeah, delighted. Look, you've got to build your foundations on clean sheets. I say to the boys, you don't get much in football, but what you do, if you can keep it, you get given a point at the beginning of the game, you get given a clean sheet. There's not much more I can say. Yeah, so if we can keep that and we walk off the pitch, you'll always have me pleased and smiling. So yeah, I mean, look, it's a great output, but as I said, I want to keep pushing these lads. We're going to keep pushing these lads, and we've got a big game on Tuesday against Warsaw where they'll be involved again to go. And I've just said to them, it's going to be a tough one again, but one we're relishing.
Just back to the Fitzsimons save right at the death. Looking on as commentator, I thought he's going to score here. It's a golden opportunity. It's a big save, a superb save.
Yeah, the heart of the moment, isn't it? When you think, Nolan, you think the lad's done everything right, but yeah, look, he's done really well. As I said, let's not forget about Burge. How well he's done for us previous and the clean sheets he's got, and what he's done was brilliant. And Ross was pushing him, and I expect now, that's going to be the same the other way around. What they do know is that if they don't perform to what the capabilities are, then they've got someone breathing down the neck. So it's great to have that competition, and yeah, I'm delighted for him, as I'm delighted for all the lads.
You say competition, you've got a strong squad, a big squad, but you did lose a couple of players today. Can I ask you about those? Ethan Wheatley went off at half time, and we saw Guinness Walker off towards the end of the contest. What's the state of play with those two?
Yeah, both fine. Wheat had a bit of 24-hour bug, bit of what JP had last week, Jack Perkins. So it was just we didn't want to risk him because obviously he hadn't net for a couple of days. So just building him back up. It was good to get Vale on again anyway and get minutes in him. Nesta was okay. It was just I think it was just cramping up a bit. Obviously not a big exposure of what we would have liked. So, but we got through it. But as I say, no risks, no need to. We've got a good squad. I've got every faith in each and one of the players, and lads are going to be disappointed when they're coming off because they don't want to come off. But I want sometimes to freshen it up. Sometimes it might be a tactical one, but what I have got is we've got a group now which I'm confident that we can who can perform and do well, and I'm biting at everyone's ankles to get on the pitch. That's what we're going to do.
10 games in now, Kevin. How satisfied are you with the start of the season you made? You're in 13th position. You're on a decent unbeaten run at the moment. How would you assess the first 10 games?
Yeah, pleasing. I thought we could have had a couple of more points in the bag, if you like. When I look back, moments what we've had, but 14 points is a good return from 10 games. What we've got to do now is look at the next 10 and try and get more than 14 in the next 10, and keep looking at it that way. And that's what we're going to do. That's gone now. Today's gone. As I said, all the focus now goes to Warsaw. And I want go to Warsaw and we want to win.
And you'll play a strong side that I imagine you played a very strong side against the Chelsea under-21s in the first game of the competition. But you've got the potential to do so again.
Yeah. I mean, it's the squad. That's why we built the squad the way we did, so that we can go Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday with changes. We might lose a couple because of international, but yeah, I'm very confident. The lads who are all on the bench today, they'll be in the team on Tuesday. But the lads who are on the pitch, watching them from the bench and wanting to get on. So yeah, it's a nice place to be.
It is. The spirit sounds really good. Of those who weren't involved at all today, Mike Dyche and Burrows, Eves perhaps, List, are they potentially going to be involved on Tuesday?
Yeah, Listy closer. Dicey just got a little bit of problems, so we've got to see a specialist this week. But we expect him to be back probably a few more weeks, I think. Easy the same. John Guthrie trained with us yesterday, which was good and pleasing.
Is that the first time he's done that, John?
Yeah, John's been with us. Yeah, I mean, he stepped in and out, but he done the full session with us yesterday, which was nice to see. So he's stepping up his, sure he's not too far behind him. Listy, as I said, he'll probably be involved on Tuesday if everything's gone well today. I've got to meet, have a chat with the lads, and then
Burrows.
Jack Burrows, he's just had a nagging problem with his Achilles, so I just sort of said, look, let's just let it calm down, let it all settle down, because we've got strength and depth and everything at the moment, so there's no point in him, just sort of trying to get through it. It's just about making sure that he's fit and he's ready to go. So I'm hoping that he'll be in and around it on Tuesday, but if not, I won't push him. So we'll just see how he just wants to do it, right?
I know it's a league trophy game, it's not the league, but you'd encourage as many Cobbers fans to be at the Bescot on Tuesday to try and roll the Cobbers onto a second consecutive win in the competition.
Yeah, I hope so, yeah. I mean, listen, they've been great, fantastic again today. All I could hear was them, I quite like the sarcasm and the chants towards their own team as well.
Do you have a favourite one?
I just like when the library one, I think that's my favourite one when they sing the library one.
Sorry, I think we lost you there for a second, Kevin. We've lost you completely. We're back now. What's your favourite?
I think it was the library one that made me chuckle under the breath, But yeah, look.
It sounds like a library, doesn't it? Like
yeah. Are we in a library? I think they shout chants. I think. But yeah, look, listen. I like the sarcasm in it, but I love it more when the chanting about our team and our players and singing our songs. I much prefer that, I must admit. But I do like a little bit of sarcasm every now and then.
Okay, and just what about the conditions today? I mean, in the end, it didn't lead to a goal. It wasn't a mistake because of the win that led to a winning goal in this game, but it was certainly a blustery conditions out there.
Yeah, horrible conditions. I just said to the lads, it's another tick box, because I look at it and think, these are the days when you look at your squad and you think, are they going to turn up on these days? Swirling wind, dry pitch, because you can't, because the wind just takes the wetness out of it. And can you stay in there? Can you handle it? Can you battle it out? Can you be, stand up, apply yourself right, have the right attitude? And they did. That's what pleased me really the most today. So really pleased with the lot again. As I said, with a little tick box.
You must be fairly sure that your players are going to turn up for you now. You've signed players who you think will do that and not be affected by the conditions, the coldness or the windiness.
Yeah, of course, but you never know. Sometimes they're not feeling right or whatever. It was a big one because we had Wickham, didn't we? And I said, is it a blip or is that going to be something which we'll see away from home again? But thankful, and lucky enough, these lads want to be better and want to do better, and they've got a great, as I said, great camaraderie, great togetherness, and a great work ethic to want to do it right. So just really pleased with the squad at the minute.